So, the first part of this video is going to just mention how I have now officially have my legal name doxed. I'm gonna put it out there. I don't care. It's already been out there. But the service dog community is so toxic that it's bringing up things that happened months ago and bringing it back to the present. Now, as I have since let it go, I'm not going to engage with it. I'm going to let it fly on by and take it with a grain of salt. As I've been blacklisted before, I really don't care. Like, I'm just going to shrug it off. But the only reason, like I said, I'm bringing it up is because I think it needs to be talked about how toxic the service dog community is. You and someone can have beef from months ago and think you have solved it, and then you can come like someone's gonna come back and repost it because they think it's gonna get them somewhere, and it typically doesn't. So there's the first part on the toxicity of it. The gear shaming. People gear shame people. Your gear is either too colorful or your gear is from Amazon, so it makes your dog fake. Service dog gear is not what determines the service animal per ADA, as they are required to meet specific standards. That being said, I also don't care if you gear shame me because half of the time, especially in summer, my dog's not wearing gear, except for a leash and a collar, probably. The second thing I want to mention is the bingo cards. I don't know if we've all ever heard of a bingo card. But if you never heard of a bingo card, it's basically a card where you can sit here and you can hope bad things upon someone's service animal. I've had a bingo card about me where a friend has sent it to me and screenshotted it. And one of the things they had on the bingo card was they hope my service dog unalives. Not sure where it came from, but again, I took it with a grain of salt, and just because I did doesn't mean I don't think it's disgusting, because it is absolutely disgusting. And like, if it's not even a community anymore. It's just a place where you can like tear people down. And so the bingo cards are also part of the blacklist, and that blacklist is nothing but things posted without proof. And I think genuinely the blacklist might have had at some point a reason behind it, but because of one bad person, that whole blacklist has just become something where you can go post on if you hate someone, or you got beef with them, or you think you have beef with them, and you don't even have to have proof. You can just blacklist them. Now, I've had people come and apologize to me already about blacklisting me. I'm sure it's still up there, and I don't give two flying fucks. Go ahead, blacklist me. I don't care. So the bingo cards are just genuinely, they're very disgusting and gross. And if you are a human being who thinks that it's okay to go and post a service dog blacklist against someone, or you think it's okay to dox, because you know that blacklist is full of minors. They don't care. They'll dox anybody. And if you're a grown adult who is gonna blacklist a minor, get the fuck off my page. I don't want you here. I'll also say, if you're gonna sit here and make bingo cards about someone, also, again, get the hell off my page. I don't want you near me. That being said, if I find out you are someone who has made a bingo card about someone, and there's proof to prove you did, I will block you and you will be on my block list. I also feel like there's a lot of made up service dog rules that don't even they're not even correlated with the ADA. So that's also another thing that makes it toxic. A lot of people make up fake ass service dog rules, and they'll go and say that's the law when it's not. I've seen some people say that you have to have an ID to get into specific places, like, for example, possibly a hospital. But even then, a hospital can't ask you for an ID or registration, and there's not even a federally recognized certification. Like, there's not a thing to identify a service dog. The best you can do is pay attention to the training, and if the dog seems like it's a legit service dog, you're fine. Another thing that I find very toxic in the service dog community is that if you tell someone you don't want to be part of drama, they will continuously attempt to put you in it. Um, I have gotten so many DMs on drama, and I've replied to every single person. I don't want to be part of it, and somehow I still get brought back into it with my name being dumped. And this isn't targeted at anyone in specific, it's happened to me so many times before. um in my personal opinion, if you name drop me and you're gonna say that I said something that's not true, yeah, I'm gonna come up on, like, I'm gonna come up and say, hey, this is not what I said, and that's fine. Like, I think we need a little bit more of advocating for yourself, and sometimes it doesn't help, sometimes it does. Just depends. Another toxic thing I see people telling people is that their dog's not trained well enough because their dog doesn't know more tasks than the other person's dog. I think this is just bullshit. Some people need tasks that are to their specific disability. You can't like, for example, you can't expect someone who has a medical alert dog to do psychiatric tasks just because yours does, and has more tasks possibly. Or you can't expect a guide dog to not be, like, valid just because the guide dog is, like, a lot of people assume a guide dog's just for guide work or guiding a person. However, a guide dog does a lot more. I've seen some people who train their guide dogs to go retrieve things for them just because it's easier. So I feel like there's just too many made up service dog rules in the community, such as your dog has to be in a tight heel all the time. That one I don't agree with either, and it's just absolute bullshit. That being said, there's a lot more than just what plays into it. There's a lot more toxicity to it. Um, I just personally don't have the time to go into every single thing that's toxic about it. These are just some of the few things I have witnessed and experienced myself on why the service dog community is so toxic. Um, and I genuinely didn't think I would be having to make this video today, but it turns out that I am having to make this video today. So I hope that you take this information. If you take it with a grain of salt, so be it. I gave you what you needed, and you can either decide to fly with it or you can fall with it. Whatever you do, I really don't care. If you fly with it, good for you. If not, good for you. So that being said, I hope you all, I do wish everyone with their service dogs or service dogs in training, I do wish their dogs good luck, and you good luck as well.